Hello everyone. It's Soumya back again. Today I am back with a tiny video on tiny house movement. Well, not this tiny, but you get the gist. Tiny house movement is not just about living in a small space. It is a lifestyle in itself. It is environmentally friendly, it is sustainable, it is financially very friendly, and also community oriented. If anyone asks us millennials that what is your major expense on a monthly basis, most of us will answer housing, be it rental or the housing loan. But is that the only way of going about it, or is there any alternate way? Well, that is what we are going to explore today with Tiny House Movement. But after our quintessential welcome break, welcome back to a brand new video. And if you're here for the first time, my name is Soumya, and please do consider subscribing to this channel and also click that bell icon so that you don't miss any video from me. And it's so good to see you all back. How are you? Here in Bangalore, it's summer in full swing, beautiful blooms everywhere, scorching heat and flu taking rounds. Let's forget about it for now. If you like this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And after watching this video, if you feel that tiny house movement could be a sustainable way for the future, leave your thoughts in the comment section. Now let's just jump right back into the video. Typically, tiny house is anything below 400 square feet, but normally tiny houses are between 200 and 300 square feet big. When we talk about that much amount of square feet, what comes to our mind? Busy, cluttered, claustrophobic. Well, I thought so too, until I watched some of the videos and home tours of tiny houses. You guys, they are so beautiful and cozy, cute and well organized. And when I saw those videos, my first response was, oh my god, it's so easy to clean, so much time saving. Historically, the inspiration for tiny house movement came from 1930 Great Depression. People started living in tiny houses. And again in 2000s, when we faced a recession, it came back into trend again. And I'm sorry about the noise. Children are playing outside. What was I saying? Yes, historically, again in 2000s, it got in trend with our new generations, Gen Zs, seeking out more of a financial freedom and nomadic life. Now the values are slightly shifting. Our previous generations were all about stability and having enough for their generations to survive. But Gen Zs are more freedom oriented. They want to take control of their time. So there is a cultural shift also happening parallelly. Maybe today having a big house is a cool thing. Tomorrow maybe a trendy thing would be a tiny house living. Who knows? I really hope that happens though, because there are so many advantages of living in a tiny house. You might ask me, well, do you, Soumya? No, I don't. I got all these information that bit late in my life. Otherwise, totally we would have gone for it. But then it's always good to spread the information so that others can take the inspiration from it. Tiny houses would be an ideal place for an environmentally conscious person to live. Let me explain. First of all, the house is small, so it consumes less electricity for heating, cooling, whatever, lighting, etc. To top it off, most of the tiny houses has a solar panel installed which powers the house, though they are connected to the grid. Another thing is, these families and communities in tiny houses, they normally grow their food in their backyard and also have their own waste management systems. Isn't it much better and environmentally viable compared to our normal housing? Yes, of course. And coming to the minimalist, I would say tiny house is a dream come true for a minimalist. Minimalism is all about downsizing, decluttering your spaces and your life. When you have a small house, you are forced to have limited number of items, and one thing comes in, another thing goes out. And that is the way of minimalist. Tiny house movement and the minimalism go hand in hand as well. And the best of all, the one which is close to my heart, is the family and community aspect of it. When a family lives in a tiny home, they need to spend less time in cleaning the house and doing the chores. They can spend more quality time together, and as they are growing their vegetables and fruits in their backyard, the children can go pick and choose what they are going to eat for that day. What a way of raising a child close to the nature. And another thing which is very funny, I was watching a TEDx video by a person who lives in a tiny house. His teenage daughter had some argument with him and she's mad at him. Typically what kids do, they just storm off to their rooms and slam their doors. He says his daughter don't have a door to slam and express her anger. She slammed the curtain as hard as she could to express her anger. It's funny, but if you think about it, she can't be mad at her dad for long if they're living in a tiny house. And most of the tiny houses are in communities, so they have the group of like-minded people. They individually they grow their vegetables and they have their community gardens, community vegetable growing things and all that. In short, living in tiny houses essentially is a environmentally friendly way of living, sustainable way of living, financially less stressful way of living, close to the nature and minimalistic way of living. I know, of course, it is a culturally different thing than what we have as a norm today. But after hearing this, do you think tiny houses could be a way of future? Let me know in the comment section. With that thought, it is Soumya signing off. Until next time, stay happy and be mindful. Bye.